Right now, a final push to save a historic bar in Madison. Why some say any action should wait just a little bit longer. And health officials are pleading with the public to get vaccinated as COVID-19 cases surge across the U.S.
This is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 10. I'm Brad Hamilton. Well, this is a story we first brought to you about 10 weeks ago when some hoped they'd be able to perform a mafia hoist, picking up the Wonder Bar and putting it somewhere else. But those plans have proved to be complicated, and now the hopes of saving a piece of Madison's history is down to its last leg.
Yeah, Brad, absolutely right. And now the two that you are about to meet in this story say they're hopeful an online petition could be the thing that helps to save the Wonder Bar.
Like many Madisonians with an eye for history, Janelle Munns knows behind the bricks of Madison's Wonder Bar off Olin Ave lies a number of unthinkable stories.
This is so cool to think that this is a historical tavern that was built by a rival gang of Al Capone.
Tonight, a note on the door, the sign the restaurant's 80-year run has come to an end. In the post on the sidewalk, a sign the building might not be far behind. And what some had once hoped could be a solution is now looking unlikely.
It's been determined that due to the weight of the building that it would be very hard to shift it. So there isn't really a lot of option to move it to unless it's the Alliant Energy Centre grounds or across to Olin Park.
Frustrated, concerned, and running out of options, Munns and a group of others started an online petition, now with close to 2,500 signatures. The hope is the building can still be saved before a private developer makes good on plans of constructing one of the city's largest mixed-use apartment complexes. Carrie Rothbard lives just blocks away and says public feedback, especially from neighbors like her, is one thing she wished carried more weight in the decision.
There needs to be more room for voice in the development process on the part of neighbors, and that is partly that developers and the city of Madison need to value the voice of the community more and make more time to listen to it.
Munn says she's confident a compromise could be reached if both sides would hear each other out, and worries if the building is torn down, Madison would lose much more than a restaurant.
There are thousands of apartments currently being constructed and planned in Madison. And, you know, I really don't see why we should be losing this fantastic building with this history for another 250 apartments.
In May, we first shared more about the building's ties to the mafia, including a history of its roles to bootlegging during Prohibition years. The Plan Commission, as well as the lead architect for the proposed development, did not return our request for comment tonight.
Thank you so much, Adam. And we won't get much relief from the heat that's coming up this week. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with meteorologist Austin Kopnitsky.
It's just too hot out there. Today we saw a little bit of a break from the humidity, so it didn't actually feel terrible outside, but the heat and humidity are going to be on the rise again for tomorrow. We're expecting most of us to actually reach those lower 90s here for tomorrow. Right now, temperatures just updated. Currently 71 degrees outside, and dew points are on the rise, so it does feel a little bit muggier now than it actually did earlier on in the day as our relative humidity continues to rise right now. But our Doppler track radar staying free of showers, so at least we're not worried about any shower activity for today. Temperatures looking pretty good. We are expecting these temps to fall down into the lower to mid 60s in the overnight hours, so it'll feel pretty decent early on tomorrow morning. You might be able to get a good early morning exercise in, but the dew points, they are slightly on the rise. Earlier today, we did see those lower 50s. Now we're seeing the lower 60s, so it is going to be a little bit muggier here by the time we reach tomorrow. Temperatures, again, falling down to those lower to mid 60s, but they're going to rise back again tomorrow to those lower 90s. How long will this high heat last? I will have an update here coming up a little bit later on in the show.
Thanks so much, Austin. The UW system won't require students to get the COVID vaccine, but President Tommy Thompson hopes that the chance to win money will inspire more students to get the shot.
Even if you order it, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to do it. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to encourage, have a little fun doing it.
Thompson announced that the 70 for 70 campaign early this morning, and it calls on UW campuses to reach 70% vaccine rates among students early this fall. Schools that hit that mark will make vaccinated students eligible for one of the 70 scholarships. Each is worth $7,000. To be given the scholarship, students must be fully vaccinated by October 15th. The UW-Madison students are excluded because the Madison campus is already on path to reach 80% vaccinations. Now, the CDC says that nearly 163 million people are vaccinated. That's about 49% of Americans. That's far below the level needed for herd immunity. And the million who remain unvaccinated may now begin to feel the brunt of the pandemic's latest surge. Tom Hansen reports.
Dr. Anthony Fauci says he's frustrated by COVID-19's summer surge, driven by the more contagious Delta variant and a slowdown in vaccination rates.
We're going in the wrong direction. If you look at the inflection of the curve of new cases, and as you said in the run-in to this interview, that it is among the unvaccinated.
Nationally, the 7-day average of new COVID cases has spiked close to 50%.
The first thing I would urge Americans to do is to get vaccinated.
Dr. Scott Gottlieb, who's on the board of COVID vaccine maker Pfizer, says virus levels are much higher in those infected with the Delta variant, and that's why it spreads more rapidly than earlier strains.
Certainly anyone who goes out and gets vaccinated right now is going to have a vaccine that protects them through the fall and the winter.
Fauci and other U.S. health officials are weighing the idea of vaccine booster shots for those with suppressed immune systems.
Those are the kind of individuals that if there's going to be a third boost, which might likely happen, will be among first the vulnerable.
I have too much living yet to do.
In Denver, Russ Fortna spent some 8 months in hospitals battling the coronavirus.
It's been a long haul, but compared to where I was, is like night and day.
Now that he's finally gone home, there's a message he wants to send.
Get your shots, because we're having another epidemic go on right now, simply because people have been misinformed or lazy.
Fortna's doctors say they've never seen anyone make such a huge recovery. Tom Hansen, CBS News, New York.
The Biden administration and the CDC are discussing whether mask guidelines should be revisited, even for vaccinated people. And now today, former Surgeon General Jerome Adams also had a dire warning for those who refuse to get vaccinated.
More mitigation is coming, whether it's masking or whether it's closures or whether it's your kids having to return to virtual learning. That is coming, and it's coming because this pandemic is spiraling out of control yet again. And it's spiraling out of control because we don't have enough people vaccinated.
Now, with the rise in infections, some state and local officials across the nation have already decided to reimpose mask mandates as the Delta variant spreads. Hundreds of athletes are starting to arrive in Madison, ready for this year's CrossFit Games. The 6-day competition is CrossFit's version of the Olympics, bringing together 660 athletes from more than a dozen countries. The grand prize, 310,000 big ones, and the titles is the fittest on earth. But doctors caution the Delta strain of COVID could be making it an even tougher thing for athletes, even if they're trying to recover from the sickness.
We've seen plenty of people who are young, healthy athletes could compete in the CrossFit Games. Some of those folks get really sick. They end up in the hospital. Some of those folks don't make it home.
That's why organizers are not only encouraging vaccinations, but requiring all athletes, regardless of vaccination status, to follow a series of strict guidelines. International athletes will need to show proof of a negative COVID test 1 to 3 days before traveling and another 3 to 5 days after arriving. Athletes who are not fully vaccinated will be tested once they get to the games, and all athletes will be tested and isolated if they show any symptoms. Spectators are also being concerned about. You can learn more about how organizers plan to keep you safe while watching the games. Well, new tonight, a group of all-female comedians are protesting comedian Louis C.K.'s performances in Madison. Babapalooza was in response to Louis C.K.'s show at the Comedy Club on State in Madison. C.K. has faced numerous sexual assault allegations by multiple women in recent years. The all-female comedy show raised money for the Wisconsin Coalition Against Sexual Assault.
I do think it's important to send a message to people who are like, this normalizes the idea that somebody who makes people, in particular women, feel uncomfortable, just normalizes the idea of booking them when you could have booked somebody else.
It's not just female comedians upset by Louis C.K.'s booking. A local feminist organization also gathered to make signs protesting his appearance tonight. The city's new Carts in the Parks vending program is officially underway. Mayor Rhodes Conway was there to cut the ribbon at Penn Park today. The program will provide daily food cart vending in around 20 parks in Madison. The city of Madison received a $50,000 grant to help pay for the pilot program. The goal is
it's just a kickstart for that. You know, let's support our small businesses here in the inner city of Madison and help promote, you know, their revenue and get them back up and starting.
Madison was one of 10 cities selected for the Carts in the Parks pilot program. Now, this program runs through early fall. A House committee is set to begin investigating the January 6th attack on the Capitol. We're looking ahead at who is on the committee and what to expect when hearings begin next week.
More than ever, America needs healthcare workers. So if you're ready to answer the call, Herzing University empowers you to earn the skills you need for all kinds of healthcare careers, including programs that can be completed in 10 months. Accredited and transfer-friendly, Herzing provides the personal care and support you need to succeed. We'll even waive your enrollment fee. Your nation needs healthcare workers. Join the movement at Herzing University. Call or click today.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
You guys got any signal?
I've only got one bar, Dad.
Huh.
Anything? I think it's getting weaker.
Experience hybrid performance that takes you further.
What about now?
Nope.
Anything?
I've got nothing.
Perfect.
And feel what it's like to truly connect at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event. See Lexus of Madison.
I've got some cheese curds that I'm willing to share. And I want to ride that giant slide over there. Won't you come with me to the
Wisconsin State Fair, presented by U.S. Cellular, August 5th through the 15th.
At J.P. Morgan, the only definition of wealth that matters is yours. It can be a smaller house, but a bigger nest egg, a goal to work toward, or the freedom to walk away. With 200 years of experience, personalized advice, and commission-free trades on an award-winning app, we're working for you. Planning, investing, advice. J.P. Morgan Wealth Management.
Can you get this? I don't have my wallet.
Oh, really? It's funny how that always happens.
It's funny.
With BMO Harris, you don't need your wallet. You can get money from any BMO ATM using your phone.
Uh-oh, looks like someone can buy their own tacos.
You could also pay them back with Zelle.
So many ways for you to pay.
Awesome.
Order for BMO.
Ooh, tacos, banking. Some things are made to be mobile.
That feeling you get when your phone is your wallet. That's the BMO effect. And right now, open a new BMO Harris account online in just 5 minutes. The CrossFit Games return to Madison. News 3 now brings you exclusive coverage as athletes from around the world compete for the title of Fittest on Earth. Get special features on News 3 Now this morning, plus up-to-the-minute results on channel3000.com starting Monday.
A concert honoring the victims of the deadly condo collapse in Surfside, Florida was held tonight. Local elected officials were there along with community members to mourn the dead. The collapse killed at least 97 people. Many family members of the victims were also in attendance.
Is unfolding, and we need to just focus on being there for them. As I said from the beginning, our number one priority was to pull people out, and the second priority was to support the families.
The site of the collapse has been mostly cleared and debris relocated to a collection site as evidence. This week, a House of Representatives committee will begin an investigation into the January 6th siege of the United States Capitol. Partisan tensions are already running hot. Christina Ruffini has the latest.
This committee, in order to retain the confidence of the American people, must act in a way that has no partisanship.
But the makeup of the investigating committee has already become a partisan issue.
We should be candid about the fact
that it is politically to the advantage of Democrats to try to keep this issue in the forefront.
Today, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi appointed a second Republican, Illinois' Adam Kinzinger, after refusing 2 of the 5 GOP members put forward by Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy.
Maybe the Republicans can't handle the truth, but we have a responsibility to seek it.
The rejected members, Jim Jordan and Jim Banks, voted against certifying the 2020 election results.
She doesn't want us to ask these questions because at the end of the day, she is ultimately responsible for the breakdown of security at the Capitol.
Then there's the stalled bipartisan effort on, what else? Infrastructure.
We're optimistic.
Stay tuned.
We're down to the last couple of items.
Democrats want more of the $1 trillion bill to go towards mass transit. Republicans say they've been generous enough.
That's the one issue that's outstanding, frankly, at this point. My hope is that we'll see progress on that yet today.
Now, we've heard this before, but senators say they could have a deal ready to vote on as soon as next week. Christina Ruffini, CBS News, the White House.
One organization working to make sure committees around Wisconsin understand what's happening at the federal level to reform immigration policies. Voces de la Frontera held immigration forums across the state this weekend, including one in Madison today. Organizers say the goal was to address concerns about a recent federal court ruling ending the DACA program. Members of the Latino community were also updated on the status of a comprehensive immigration reform bill.
I think it's vital for the Latino community of the area to know the ways how they can get involved in making sure that we have a dignified immigration bill that can pass promptly. And we are hoping and working towards ensuring that the current reconciliation budget that is being discussed in the Senate has a piece that deals with immigration reform.
Forums were also held in Milwaukee and Green Bay this weekend. While wildfires are burning in California, scorching land and homes, the Dixie Fire has already burned down dozens of homes and buildings in Indian Falls. The blaze visibility on roads is low as smoke fills the sky even during daylight. Fire crews are also fighting wildfires in Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and Montana. The National Weather Service has confirmed a tornado touched down in Detroit in the suburb of Armada Saturday night. Take a look at the damage from the sky. Winds clocked at around 105 miles per hour and knocked down trees, tore up power lines, and caused substantial property damage. No one was killed, fortunately, or injured. Well, no storms for us, just a lot of heat. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with meteorologist Austin Kopnitsky.
And I mean, you nailed it right there, where it's been hot, it's been sticky, but we've actually done a great job of dodging a lot of these showers and thunderstorms, and that continues here today. It's going to continue tomorrow. Then those small chances for showers and storms return for Tuesday, Wednesday, and even Thursday. But hot, 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 near 90s all the way through Wednesday before we even see pretty much any remote signs of a cool down. And that's only really going to drop us down into the mid-80s, which is still above average. But the humidity, that's also going to linger through Thursday, and then it'll also pop back in here and there as well. So get ready for a hot week and get ready for some humidity as well. Doppler track right now staying dry. We're not expecting any showers here for tonight. You take a step back and there's really not a lot of local moisture here. We are seeing those lower dew points earlier today. So because of that as well, especially, we're just not expecting those showers and storms. And with high pressure overhead for a lot of us, we are going to see even mostly clear skies tonight. But our future track, this is going to show a chance to see some showers, but it's going to have to wait all the way until we reach Tuesday. Monday afternoon, we reach the highs of upper 80s and low 90s, so it gets pretty hot overall outdoors. But then you look at the future track for Tuesday, trying to sneak in a few of these showers here and there, but still not the greatest chance. We're only looking at about a 20% chance to see a passing shower or a thunderstorm as well. Even in the morning hours, it is a possibility, but the chance is very low as of right now. So do keep that in mind. We're looking at small chances for showers and storms for this week. Only about a 20% chance for both Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday, it does does bump up to around a 30% chance, and still these could change a little bit. We may start to see Thursday, seeing a little bit better of a chance to see some showers and storms. We're starting to see some signs of that, but really nothing that's showing any widespread showers and thunderstorms through our area. But we're actually in need of that as we're still in that moderate drought. But our temperatures in the 60s and the 70s feels pretty good outside as of right now because the dew points haven't risen too much overall. But the high temperatures, they don't feel too great. And we're going to stay in those lower 90s all the way through Wednesday. And then again, we do start to see that little bit of a cool down afterwards. And then notice how we balance out here in those lower 80s by the end of this forecast. That's exactly where we should be for this time of the year. Average high temperature right now, 82 degrees. Dew points, they're on the rise, unfortunately. Earlier today, we were seeing the lower 50s. Now we're seeing those 60s returning. So even if you go outside right now, it's probably going to feel a little muggier than even earlier this afternoon. Wind speeds dead calm right now, so we're really not seeing any winds overall. Tonight's low, 63 degrees, mostly clear. It's going to stay mild as well in the overnight hours here tonight, but you look at your extended forecast, and this still shows a lot of sunshine, but it also shows those few small chances to see some passing showers or thunderstorms. Unfortunately, we're not looking at a big rain out day. You know, every now and again, I love to see just a lot of cloud cover and some light showers here and there, but you know, with all the sunshine that we're seeing in the summertime, we know it's coming in a few months, so we'll take this as long as we can get it.
I was going to say it's going to go from 90 down to like 45, and
right. Next thing we know, we'll be talking blizzards. So, oh man, I love the sun. I'll take it as much as we can here this next week.
Well, we got red hot temps, and now we're going to get a chance to look at the red hot Brewers as they're looking to close out their 5-game homestand tonight, and a chance they could sweep another first place squad. Full highlights and more coming up in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
At U.S. Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less.
Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. The choice is yours.
Whether it's adapting the network for a strong signal where you work, or optimizing your coverage where you play, we're always hard at work to make sure our state-of-the-art 5G network works for you.
Up to $1,200 off any 5G phone with no trade-in or hidden fees.
U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
It took us years to find the perfect bun for Culver's Pretzel House Pub Burger.
It's got the nice pretzel flavor on the outside, but when you open it up, it's light and airy. It's got a nice sweet flavor to it. It literally melts in your mouth.
This bun is perfect for a Pretzel House Pub Burger. Seared fresh beef, tangy mustard bistro sauce, pickled red onions, 2 slices of bacon, served with our signature cheddar cheese sauce.
This bun was made for this burger. This is perfect.
I think it's an awesome burger. Welcome to Delicious.
The math is pretty simple. During the back-to-school sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save up to $100 on Doctor's Choice mattresses. Any size, any model. Or check out the Queen Size Summit Firm. Easy on the wallet for only $299.99. Scientifically stabilize your sleep on a Tempur-Pedic and get a free $300 gift. Plus, 4 years no-interest financing and free shipping right to your doorstep. The back-to-school sale. On now at Denver Mattress. The easiest way to get the right mattress.
At Pick and Save, we take scrutinizing freshness to a whole new level, where only the best of the best of the best will do. But just because you can't get any higher than perfect 10 produce, that doesn't mean that we won't try. Because Pick and Save produce isn't just fresh, it's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
The Brewers are sporting the best record in Major League Baseball since May 22nd at 37-18. Now their power and pop on full display in games 1 and 2 against the first-place White Sox. Now tonight, a chance to bust out the brooms and complete the 3-game sweep, but not before the Packers' first-round draft pick Eric Stokes Jr. threw out the first pitch. Not bad at all. Well, a couple base hits in the second. That gives the White Sox a 3-run lead, and the Brewers are staying pretty quiet tonight. But that's until Jackie Bradley Jr. brings a little spark with an RBI double. The Crew, though, they come up short in this one. They drop the finale 3-1. Now they're off tomorrow, but then they hit the road for 6. 3 weeks left of the Mallards' regular season. Now entering this afternoon's matchup with the Woodchucks. They were 1 game back from first place in their division. Whisk already up 1-0 in the first. Mallards are quick to respond. Cam Craddock's sac fly ties it up, but that tie doesn't last long. Mallards load the bases with no one out. Woodchucks quickly turn 2, and the camera work reflects that. The Mallards take the lead. Now they close out the weekend with a win, and they split the series 5-4 the final. A lot of eyes are going to be on Wisconsin's football team this year, and it just makes sense. The Badgers are popping up on many preseason top 25 polls, including the NCAA's. Now they're coming in at 15, and at the helm of this squad is Graham Mertz, who was recently named to the Davey O'Brien preseason watch list. Mertz had impressive numbers in his first year as a starter, over 1,200 yards in the air, plus 9 scores. Now with a couple of seasons under his belt, especially this last one, veteran players note the QB1's growth.
I think he's matured a ton over the past few years. It's hard to come in as a freshman, an 18-year-old kid, and people expect you to go win the Heisman. I think he's really stepped into that leadership role and calmed down a little bit, gained a lot of confidence, and I think he's really poised right now. He's really ready to have a good year, and he just wants to, you can tell he wants to battle, he wants to compete, and he wants to get it going.
And just days after winning their first NBA championship, Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday hopped on a plane to head to Tokyo for the 2020 Olympics. Them, along with Suns' Devin Booker, hit the courts this morning to face France in their first game, and the 25-game Olympic win streak is snapped. France hands Team USA their first Olympic loss since 2004, winning 83-76. Holiday led the U.S. with 18 points. He also had 7 boards. Team USA is back at it on Wednesday, where they'll play Iran. Now, staying in Japan, let's check in with the U.S. women's soccer team one more time as they face New Zealand. U.S. hoping for a win after dropping the opening round to Sweden. Doesn't take long for the States to establish their presence. Tobin Heath finds former Badger Rose Lavelle, and she buries the first goal of this game. USA bounces back big time, winning this match 6-1. Now, I know we've been talking a lot about this, but it's really cool just to be able to see the Badgers being, you know, that Badger Nation is being well represented over in the Olympics.
Absolutely, as always, and just really cool to see sports in general back the way it has been. And we'll be right back to maybe talk a little more sports and finish up the newscast here.
With Herzing University's Everywhere Classroom, you can earn a degree in today's hottest fields online. For a limited time, we'll waive your enrollment fee. See what your career can turn into. I'm possible at Herzing. Call or click today.
Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find your next adventure in a new Chevy.
Make no monthly payments for the rest of the summer on all Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, get 2.49% financing when you finance with GM Financial. And get $2,000 cash allowance.
Buying your first home is the start of realizing bigger dreams with your family. That's why it's important to protect everything you love with American Family Insurance. Wait, what's that?
It's their dream car.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's actually my dream car, and my little dream tire swing with some dream trees. There'd be a nice dream garden right here, too.
Protect your dream home with American Family Insurance.
Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance.
It's Steinhoffel's small space event, where all the furniture is designed to fit your condo, loft, or tiny home.
Sofas, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. It's all 35 to 50% off. And with Steinhaffel's special 60-month financing, your new room has never been more affordable. Steinhaffel's has the area's largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses. So shop now and save big, in-store or online at steinhaffels.com.
Summertime in Wisconsin is the best time. A time for new discoveries. Time for adventure.
There's nothing out there close to this.
Time to reconnect with those who matter most. It's what a trip to Wisconsin is all about.
As traveling continues throughout the year, Meineke Car Care Center is continuing to make your safety our #1 priority. To give you peace of mind, receive a free brake inspection with any appointment. Meineke Car Care Center is here to help keep you safe on the road.
When it comes to weather, only one thing really matters: accuracy.
Only one station can be the best.
News 3 Now. First Warn Weather has the most accurate forecast, according to Weather Rate.
Count on First Warn Weather for your most accurate forecast.
To the thousands of Herzing University nursing and healthcare alumni, for your tireless commitment, and to all of your brave colleagues across America, we say thank you.
I'm possible at Herzing.
Join me in the 608 weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
Well, love for Giannis is still going strong after the Bucks NBA championship win. Now Chick-fil-A is getting in on the bandwagon. 3 Chick-fil-A locations in Milwaukee are in an area are adding Giannis's inspired drink. It's half lemonade and half Sprite. Giannis was seen ordering the drink along with 50 chicken nuggets in an Instagram live video that went viral the morning after Game 6. Obviously, the 50 chicken nuggets were the 50-piece that he dropped in Game 6. So, Austin, I just wanted to hand it over to you after that lovely story for the weather.
I mean, I'd love to talk about the weather. It is going to be hot out there for tomorrow. Tonight's low, 63 degrees, mostly clear and mild. Our 7 to 10 day forecast right now, that's showing a lot of sunshine, a few chances for some rain showers here and there, but high heat, especially Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Good night, everybody.